So looking at number 6, consider the circle with that equation, find the radius and the center. Well, it's not in the right format yet, so I'm going to rearrange things. So we rearrange things to put the x's together, the y's together, and that 8 just kind of get him out of the way on the other side. And then we're going to complete the square on both pieces, the x stuff and the y stuff. Half it, square it, add it. So half of b is -1. We square it and we get +1. Half of half of -8 is -4. Oops, got to add 1 to both sides. Square it, we get 16. And add it to both sides. Half it, square it, add it. For the x's and for the y's. That's called complete the square because now this thing is a complete square. We can factor it. And again, you can factor it like you think about factoring, like what multiplies to 1 and adds to -2. Or you can know that it always factors with b/2. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 16 is 25. Now we've got the equation in standard form, so we can just pick off what the center is, 1, 4, and the radius would be 5. So D and A. Complete the square. Rearrange things, make it look like it's supposed to look. Half it, square it, add it. Half of b, square it, add it to both sides. That's the key step. We'll do that for ellipses as well, so that's a main reason I wanted to work number 6. Let's look at number 9, because there was some confusion on it. The same steps we just did, but the instructions say in which line did the student first make an error. So we're looking for the first mistake. So line 1, the problem is given, so there's no mistakes there. Line 2, they're rearranging, putting the x's together, the y's together. They moved the 20 over, so that looks good. Line 3, it looks like they did the half it, square it, add it. But they didn't add to both sides, so there should be a +16 and a +64 over there. So line 3 is wrong, so that's the first mistake. Was in line 3. I mean, line 4 is wrong as well, but line 3 is wrong. And so you're looking for that first mistake. So some people were trying to say, well, it's not really wrong because they hadn't added it yet. Like, no, that statement is incorrect, because if you're going to add 16 to one side, you got to add it to the other side. All right, those are the 2 I wanted to look at.
Did you just do like 11?
Make sure you're okay with one of the graphs? Sure.
I think I got it.
So let's see, the center would be at 3, -2. Right? You do the sign change thing. What's the radius? 4. Because r squared is on the other side. So we'll go 4 in each direction. Whoops, can't count. 4 in each direction. And then remember, we don't make a diamond, we make a circle.
Just do 4.
There you go. Pretty good circle. Domain is the x values left and right. So it starts over here at -1, and it goes up to, see, that was 3. 4 more would be 7. Remember, you can also get the domain without looking at the picture if you're careful about using the center and the radius. It's the x-coordinate plus or minus the radius. You don't really need to know that, but that's a different way to find the domain.